Hey, this is Rob Minton with eXp Realty, and in this video we're going to talk about operating from a position of strength. Now, I started to invest in real estate way back in the mid 1990s. I know it seems so long ago, but it felt like yesterday. And one of the key lessons I learned throughout these 30 years of investing in real estate is how critically important it is to operate from a position of strength. In real estate, the person who is in a position of strength usually gets more favorable negotiating terms. So if you have a position of strength when you're selling your home, you're typically able to sell your home at a higher sales price, and you're also able to control the terms of the sale. So when title transfers and when you have to give possession to your buyer. And in many cases, it's very helpful for a seller to be able to schedule title transfer and then delay possession so you have some time to move out. You have your funds from the sale, do all your moving and packing after title transfers. If you're in a position of strength, you're typically able to control those variables. However, if you lose your position of strength, you end up selling your home for a lower price, and now the buyer gets to start dictating when title transfers and when you have to move. And in many cases, sellers end up being kind of forced out very quickly, which is a very challenging process to go through. Sometimes it's very difficult to see who is in a position of strength, and that's because you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? Each party kind of bluffs a little bit, trying to present as if they are in a position of strength. But in real estate, it's really easy to determine who is in a position of strength. And what I'm going to share with you works in just about 99.9% of home sales. And it comes down to time on the market. In real estate, we refer to this as the days on the market, right? And so this morning I put together a very ugly graph highlighting how quickly a seller loses position of strength. Now, I could have invested an hour on the computer to make this look pretty, but I think you'll be able to quickly see what I'm trying to share. So here is how this works for sellers. So you could see here, hopefully, 7 days on the market, 14 days on the market, 21 days on the market, 28 days on the market. And this is position of strength for the seller. So this line here represents the position of strength for the seller. The seller loses position of strength each day that their home is on the market. And once they get to day 14, they have really lost their position of strength. Now, I realize you might think that that's not really accurate, but trust me, it is accurate. When it comes to real estate, days on market is critically important, and a seller loses their position of strength very, very quickly. And one way to determine that this is happening on your property is by just watching the number of buyers showing. So if the number of buyers showing is declining, your position of strength is also declining. The money graph is so important because if you want to maximize your profit on the sale, you got to be here. You got to stay in the sweet spot. You've got to maintain the position of strength. Now, the exact opposite happens when you are buying or investing in real estate. So if I'm working with a buyer and investor, I want to put them in a position of strength, and how we do it is this, right? We do the exact opposite. So here we could see 7 days on the market, 14, 21, 28. The buyer's position of strength increases as the days on market increase. So the way to do this when you're buying or investing is you just ignore all the new listings, right? Because all those sellers are in a position of strength. So you want to just focus on properties that have been on the market longer. The longer a property's been on the market, the stronger position you have when you go to negotiate that purchase. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to operating from a position of strength. And if you would like to schedule a call with me or a Zoom meeting, you can do so at the link below this video. And during that call, we can kind of walk through your particular situation, and I can give you different ideas that will allow you to maintain this position of strength. All right, I hope this video helps, and I will catch you in the next one.